Drop Mafia crew. I'm Jason. This is Steel City Live. Welcome back. If you're not watching now, you can watch it later. But we are here with our Thursday edition of the live show here on Steel City Live. Let's kick things off. Welcome to everybody. What's up, Miss Pittsburgh? How are you? In the chat, as always, I appreciate it. We're going to get some people rolling through here as we get moving. The Pittsburgh Steelers give out those jersey numbers today, so we'll get to see some of that, or get to talk about a little bit of that. Also, Russell and the men, they went down to, went across to San Diego, and they decided to get some work in. That's something cool that the Pittsburgh Steelers got going on now, with a leader like Russell Wilson, getting things cranking out there, getting his men ready to go, getting that chemistry down, inviting them all out, man. And we saw it with Mitchell Trubisky. He did that. Kenny did that too. But it's just nice to see, again, with Russell Wilson and getting that going. I really like that, guys. So, as always, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure that you put your comments, questions, and concerns in the chat as we will answer them up here. As we move through Steel City Live and continue to talk Pittsburgh Steelers, talk NFL. I also want to talk about some of the crazy trade packages you still see out there. I don't know why people are still talking about this Ayuk deal. Jerry Dulac still seems to think there's some massive deal coming down. I don't think it's that, but there are some trade options out there for the Pittsburgh Steelers. You look at now, even maybe a team like the Houston Texans, perhaps. They have maybe an excess of receivers. Maybe they could get rid of one or two, Never know. They got Diggs now, so maybe they'd be looking to trade one up or something. Somebody that makes sense, What's up, Justin? What's up, JD in the house? Let's get cranking, guys. As always, like I said, they brought through and announced the jersey numbers. So we know definitively now Justin Fields will wear number 2. You don't get that number 1 in the Berg, baby, unless you're Gary Anderson. You just don't get it. And Russell Wilson will be 3. We know that. Patterson will be 84. So, those guys are moving along. I got to find everybody else's, but I got to see where it was. It was on like a tweet. So if everybody knows all the jersey numbers, put them in there. Steelers hand out jersey numbers. We'll put that in there. Hand out jersey numbers. I should have looked that up, but I was just talking about the big ones that I knew. Steelers hand jersey numbers. Steelers announced jersey numbers for free agent class. Yes, that's one I wanted. That's the one I wanted. Let's look and see if we can find everybody's. But Patterson, I know, was going to be 84 again. Here we go. I got the whole list, guys. So let's run through the free agency class and the numbers they will be wearing for your Pittsburgh Steelers, guys, that we picked up this offseason. And let's start out with quarterback Justin Fields. He'll wear the 2 jersey, taking that from Mason Rudolph, who wore that last year. Russell Wilson goes to the number 3 jersey. Last one I remember wearing 3 was Jeff Reed, that wore it consistently for a long time. I can't really remember too many others. Quarterback Kyle Allen will take the number 4. Punter Cameron Johnston gets the number 5, the old Dobbs number. Linebacker Patrick Queen, I like this. He remains in the number 6. I like it. I remember Bubby Brister wearing 6 in that black and gold, and then you had Presley Harvin just recently wear it, and I just like to see a dog like Patrick Queen get that number 6. I think that's going to look sharp. Wide receiver Van Jefferson, number 11. Wide receiver Quez Watkins, number 16. Strong safety Deshaun Elliott will wear the number 25, once worn by one Ryan Clark. Cornerback Dante Jackson will wear the 26, formerly worn by Deshae Townsend. I remember wearing it. Guys like that. Running back Cordero Patterson. I finally said his name right. Cordero Patterson, number 84. Used to be that big dog, that AB jersey. And then you have defensive lineman Dean Lowry wearing the 94. The last person to wear that was Tyson Alualu, I think. Yeah, so here we go, boys and girls. It is on. JD, what's up? Beer Malls, what's up? Miss Pittsburgh's in the house. Big Stretch, what's up? What's up, Beer Malls? Left my asshole, the old Bar Anderson. Yeah, dude, y'all remember that? Dude, that was the sickest shit, bro. Even whenever you seen Terry Bradshaw, you remember back in the day when he had that one face mask that was like 2 bars and it just like looked like a straight line, but it was 2 little bars and then it had like a little, thing in the middle there. It was pretty sick too. What's up, Craig Colquitt, number 5? Yeah, I don't remember him. I don't think. Deshay, yeah. What's up, Steeler Wade? Everybody, Steeler Wade's going to come talk football with us on Saturday. We're going to have a real fun show. Me, Steeler Wade. I haven't figured out how to do 3 yet, so we're going to have a fun show. Pirates 5, Washington 1, going into the bullpen. The old Buccos are bringing the heat, guys. I haven't watched the Pirates in a long time. I got really mad and frustrated when they just stopped spending any money. It really annoyed the shit out of me. I used to go all the time, man. My wife used to get amazing season tickets that were literally right behind the Pirates bench, section 20. We actually sat beside one of the district court judges in the city of Pittsburgh. He had his season tickets right beside us where we sat all the time, and she'd get them through work. We would go all the time, dude, all the time, 20, 30 games a year. I went to the first playoff game in 20 years, man, and it was the best sports environment that I ever been in my life. It was insane. The Cueto chance was crazy when Marlon Byrd hit that home run to start things off in his first ever playoff game. It just blew the top off of that stadium. And I got to say, man, I lost interest. And I really did, and I hate it because I love baseball. But man, does Neil Huntington piss me off to no end, man. No end. But hey, it is what it is. Isn't that who still owns it? Is it Neil Huntington? Yeah, I believe that is him. Yeah. He used to go up here to the casino that's above my house all the time, up at the guy that used to own 84 Lumber before he passed away, Joe Hardy. He used to go up to his place and, him haul around all the time. What's up, Sean? Paul Skeens will be a solid pitcher. Yeah, never know, bro. They're getting him stretched out in AAA right now, guys. He might be the real deal, and if they're doing this good now, you imagine putting an ace on that staff. Man, we might have to start talking some Pirates baseball on the side. Add that to our repertoire of shows. Maybe, Sean, that might be a good addition for you. You like baseball, brother. That might be a Sean thing, and I'll just chip in. Hey, I'm trying to employ Sean gainfully. Steeler Wade, I stopped watching after 92. Couldn't take it anymore. Just started getting back into it a little 3 years ago. I like to watch the pitching. Yeah, it is cool. Baseball is a fun game, guys. I know it sucks for some people to watch because it is but the pitch clock, man, I like that now. Sean got me started again. So blame Sean for that. Beer Malls, heard it's nice ballpark. I'd like to check out a game. Love them Red Sox Yankees rivalry games though for sure. Baseball definitely has some cool shit, man. Definitely, and you will not be disappointed if you ever go to PNC Park, guys. It is the absolute most gorgeous view in the world, in my opinion. It is so gorgeous. Especially the Pirates used to be in the opposite dugout that they are in right now. Their home dugout used to be on the other side, right in front of section 20. That's where we would sit. And then when you sat in section 20, right there, you could just literally, you had the perfect view of the whole Pittsburgh city skyline, man. And it was breathtaking, absolutely breathtaking. And just watching just how cool the clouds would move in, out, and then the nighttime falling, and the lights on the building, and then the Zambelli fireworks night. Like, it was super cool. I actually got to see Boys to Men there once, too, dude. It was pretty cool. Boys to Men rocked the shit at PNC Park, bro. Rocked that shit. Hey, everybody's saying hello. We got that good community. Again, guys, make sure you put your stuff in the comments for us here on Steel City Live. I'm Jason, here on Mike Drop Sports, man. Make sure you subscribe and like these videos to help us out, get through that YouTube algorithm as we continue our march toward 5,000 subscribers. And, guys, we are rocking it. We gain them every day, and I love it. You guys are kicking ass in that department, guys. Kicking ass, no doubt about it. Again, the Pittsburgh Steelers hand out those jersey numbers. Justin Fields didn't get that one because, hey, in Pittsburgh, we don't do that. We keep it to two. Mason Rudolph's old number 2. So Justin got big shoes to fill now. He got big shoes to fill. Oh, my boy Mason, you got big shoes to fill, my friend. Beer Malls, last time I watched the Pirates, I seen Wakefield with that crazy knuckleball. Think he went to Boston. He did go to Boston. The old knuckleballer, the old Timmy Wakefield, man. Them were the glory days of the Buccos, man. Sad losses in series to the Atlanta Braves, shit like that, man. We're going to do it, guys. That's going to be our big announcement today. We are going to do it. Sean, buckle your chin strap. You got shit to do, bro. We are going to talk Pirates on this, not on this show, but we will whenever we can. But we're going to make a show, another show dedicated to the Pittsburgh Pirates, and we're going to talk Pittsburgh Pirates at least 3-4 days a week. We're going to do it. We're going to add to the channel. Why the hell not? I think it'll be cool. Miss Pittsburgh with the emojis. I love it. Hey, she got the Sean emoji out there with the surfboard. Make sure you get your emojis, man. 99 cents. 99 cents to be with us in the mafia, dude. To be part of the mafia. It gets you a chance to get into giveaways, dude. That's worth 99 cents a month. You can find 99 cents in your couch cushion. Do it, man. It gets you a chance for a giveaway. You'll be able to get cool stuff, you know? And this month is going to be really cool. Booyah, baby. Booyah. I like it. Somebody's going to get that. So that's coming up next week on the 12th. Steeler Wade says, I went to Three Rivers in 91. They had the parrot out on the screen conducting the train. Fans stomping their feet. Never saw that at an Angels or Dodgers game. I'll tell you what. Old Three Rivers Stadium, man, was the place to be for a Bucco game. And I used to remember being a kid walking around there. And just being a kid, man, and being able to just have free reign and rolling through the stadium, buying these cool little wooden baseball bats. I would get the plastic Bucco batting helmet. The Pirate Parrot be running around. But like Wade said, they'd stomp their feet, go for a Steeler game. Last Steeler game I was ever at Three Rivers Stadium, if I do recall, it was the game where the Pittsburgh Steelers were playing the Detroit Lions. And Barry Sanders juked the shit out of Rod Woodson, and he tore his ACL. And I have never heard a stadium so quiet in my entire life, guys. It was absolutely quiet, deafening quiet. Like, oh my God, is everyone alive? That type of quiet. And the loudest stadium I ever been was at a Pirates game at PNC in the wild card game when they beat the Reds. That was so loud, dude. You couldn't talk to the person next to you. It was crazy. What's up, Steven Carpenter? Yeah, give Malls a couple weeks. I'm back. Subscribe, starting up at that damn Home Depot tomorrow, folks. You know, benefits. Good, man. Hey, congratulations, Beer Malls. That's awesome, dude. Monty, 53-19-1. Do you think the Steelers are going to win the Super Bowl this year? No, I don't, but I think they got a chance. I do. I like the way this is going to go, and I like the way that this team is starting to unfold. And we're going to talk about that here on Steel City Live. Make sure you crack that like button, though, so we can get some people rolling through and talk Steelers. Steven Carpenter, what's up? Let's weld, baby. Absolutely. Big Stretch talking to Sean can handle it. Go get them, buddy. Make sure y'all are hitting that like button. Absolutely, guys. We really need it. I appreciate it. Beer Mall's got to open that new account up. Yeah, hell yeah, man. Get that money right. That's all you got to do. That's what it's all about. Are you excited about Justin Fields? I'm excited about the possibility of Justin Fields. I'm not excited like right now. I'm excited for maybe the long-term effect of Justin Fields. But Justin Fields really has to take advantage of the situation he's been placed into. The team he played for that drafted him rather high gave him away for a handful of dirty pocket lint. That's just the facts. That's what they gave him away for. And they put him in a situation that he has a chance to grow in. And they couldn't have put him in any better spot, I don't think, in terms of a guy that was struggling, that needed a breath of fresh air. You couldn't have went anywhere else better, in my eyes, than going under Mike Tomlin. I know Tomlin has his deficiencies, guys, but he is a player's coach. And if anybody is going to be able to help a young man out and help them succeed, it's Mike Tomlin. We can say that with certainty. He definitely is. Beer Malls, we did that one. Monty, we did that one. Sean, congratulations, Beer Malls. Absolutely. Mike Drop Mafia, good evening. What's up, Wesley Boyd? Sean, thanks, Stretch. Beer Malls, thanks, bro. Yeah, transitioning out of landscaping to a job that offers benefits. Yeah, you got to have them benefits the older you get, bro. Trust me. Nice beer. I love beer, bro. I know who you're talking to that way. Barry Miles in the house. Mid 40, a sick under the table, and want to add to my. Yeah, dude. You do what you love until you can't, and then, you got to go and do some things maybe you don't love. But I think working at the depot will be cool as shit, bro. I've been wanting to go over and work at the Lowe's beside my house because I love tools. What up, Tyrone? You didn't miss much, man. We're just getting kicked off here, talking a little bit of everything. Farmer Jr., what's up? We do need a true number two, and I think they're going to find that in the draft. But there are also some available options out here, guys, in the trade realm. You look at the guys like the Texans, for instance, and I think it was talked about somewhere earlier. I'm not sure, though. Maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't. But they got Diggs, dude. Okay, Diggs 30. He still got tread on them tires. He's with Stroud now. They have some guys maybe that, could definitely work. They got Tank Dale, Nico Collins, Robert Woods, Noah Brown, John Mechie. I think Mechie could be a guy that they could trade, or, maybe even, I don't know. Nico, they ain't trading Nico Collins. They ain't trading Tank Dell. They ain't getting rid of Diggs. They just got him. Those are going to be their three main targets, but Woods, Brown, and Mechie could all be on the list. Maybe bring one of those guys in. They got some tread, baby. Bring them in. Are you mad about the trade of our wide receiver? No, Monty, I'm not. I think Deontay Johnson made it known what he wanted, and he got what he wanted, and I think it's cool. Number two, where's the two? Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, the number 2 quarterback wearing the number 2 jersey, Justin Fields. Guys, what do you think about Russell Wilson bringing the men in and getting to work in San Diego? What do you think? Yeah, I would take Mechie probably Wade over Woods. I wouldn't probably want Woods either. They're targets, but I would definitely do the Mechie part. I think he's cool, and I think you could get him for a reasonable offer, a reasonable price. These Brandon Ayuk rumors, though, guys, I gotta say, why in the world would you do it, first of all? You're going to have to pay the guy a shit ton of money, dude, first and foremost. And what's coming up? You're going to have to pay George Pickens soon. You're going to have to pay Freiermuth. If you want to keep Najee, you're going to have to pay for him. If you want to have a quarterback long term, you're going to have to pay for it. You're going to have to pay some of these offensive linemen eventually, like Broderick will be coming due before long. Well, no, he's on the 5th-year plan, so no, you won't have to deal with him. But just saying, you're going to have players on this offensive side of the football you're going to have to pay, guys. And if you bring in a guy that's already at the caliber of Brandon Ayuk that demands that type of salary, where do you manufacture this money? You got some big contracts everywhere, and I know guys age out on different sides, but I'm talking when all the money comes due at one time, when you're writing checks that your ass can't cash. I'm just saying, you got to plan, man, and you got to get somebody that's at a reasonable price. They're not better than Deontay, though. Nobody's better than Deontay that they've gotten, absolutely, and nobody that I just mentioned would be, except for Ayuk. Ayuk's better than Deontay, in my opinion. JD, I think Russ wants to prove people wrong about him, especially Denver and Seattle. Guys, I got to say this. JD brings up a good point right there when he's talking about Russell and what he's looking to do. Russell Wilson is a pissed off football player right now. You can say what you want about him, all that shit. You can say whatever you want. But Russell Wilson is a pissed off football player and is looking to prove something. He's making his money somewhere else. It don't matter. But literally, he is a pissed off football player, and he is looking to go, man. Hold on, guys. I got to turn off my notifications here. Let me put my do not disturb on. I got to for my people, man. All right, guys, hit that like button. We're going to talk about Russell Wilson and what JD just said. I had to turn on my do not disturb. I forgot to do that before the show started. But hit that like button for us, guys. It's easy. It's free. It makes, so much sense to do it. It helps out your creators. It does big things for us. Hit that like button, especially when we work so hard for you to bring you great content every day and talk Steelers with you. Because this channel, we try to incorporate you, the fans, Steeler Nation, man. That's what we try to do. We want your voices to be heard. But let's talk Russ. He is motivated, man. He's getting paid. And the dude is ready to go. He is going to be a warrior this year. Barring injury, I look for Russell Wilson to really come out swinging, man, like a heavyweight fighter. And everybody can dog Russell. I've dogged Russell. He is older. I didn't want the move. But he's here. We got to deal with it. And my thing is now, Russell Wilson's a pissed off, motivated football player, and that's what I want to see out there. You remember Joey Porter Sr. talking to his son on draft night? They wanted a pissed off guy. They wanted a pissed off football player. Well, they got one. That's what you're looking for. Those guys that got that hunger, that drive, that are ready to go. They want to prove something. What's Russell Wilson looking to do right now in his career? He's trying to cement his legacy. He's trying to cement his path to Canton, Ohio. That's all he's worrying about right now. He's got money. He's got fame. He got a banging ass wife. He's got good kids. Like, he's got the life, man. He's got everything. Everything you can want. But the only thing that he doesn't have is a cemented path to Canton, Ohio. And that is exactly what Russell Wilson is there to do in the city of Pittsburgh. And we'll see. You win a Super Bowl in Pittsburgh, Russell takes the Steelers and wins a Super Bowl, that I'll tell you that you might as well book the plane tickets, because when he retires 5 years later, 4 years, whatever it is that you have to wait, you'll be going to his enshrinement in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I can say that for sure. Sean says building a bond with the team in San Diego is great. Hopefully the guys have great chemistry together and begin building that trust. Absolutely. You got to get it, man. You got to get that chemistry. You got to get that trust. You got to get things going early. And I like to see it, man, right now. Right now is when championships are won. Right now. I know people say that's hard to believe maybe, but this is when you win championships in the offseason. Putting into work when nobody's looking, man. That's how you win a championship at everything. That's how you become good at anything, is putting into work when no one's looking, when no one's paying attention, when it ain't the fanfare in front of you. That's when you put into work. That's when you get to that elite level, man. What's up, Mark Malone? Good news on Wilson. Bring the dudes down to work. Absolutely, dude. Do it, man. It's awesome. Do you like the trade of Derrick Henry? Didn't matter to me. I could care less about it. They didn't trade him. He was on the free agency market. But yeah, it didn't matter to me really, Monty. I hate to see him go to the Ravens for one reason. We got to face him twice a year, but the Steelers have always played him well, so I'm not overly concerned about him. Farmer Jr., yeah, pass on you, go draft. Absolutely, I agree with that. No doubt you got to go for the draft in my eyes. I think you can find a real stud in this draft. Steeler Wade, everyone have a great night. I need to pay attention to my bride. All right, Steeler Wade, go have fun, man. Sean, good night. Beer Miles. I really like our cute quarterback room. Arthur Smith is the X factor. Used to be a head coach. Tomlin is a better coach with a decent OC. Tomlin is defense oriented. He needs a good OC. Guys, I brought that up too the other day. If it wasn't today, it might have been today. Today's upload. Mike Tomlin has shown me some improvement already this offseason. He's shown me the willingness to change. And I think he's showing that to everybody. If you look at what he's done, he's bringing guys in from what? Outside. Guys, he's not promoting people to bigger positions from within. They're bringing outside minds in. They're bringing different ideas in. And he's bringing in guys I think he can really, really trust and not micromanage people. And I think that is a big, big thing for Mike Tomlin. I think that's been holding Mike Tomlin back. He's been trying to micromanage things, bring people in on the cheap, guys that he's trying to give a chance to, guys that maybe he can micromanage a little bit better. And it's not working. Matt Canada didn't work. I think he has the trust in Terrell Austin. I think Terrell Austin will shine a little bit more this offseason and heading into 2024. I think you'll see a little bit different Terrell Austin, especially when you got monsters to work with like a Patrick Queen, like a TJ Watt, like JPJ, those types of guys, man. Monty, are you excited for Russell Wilson? I am personally not. I do not like him. I'm excited for him. I think he's going to kick some ass, I think. I like highly motivated, intelligent football players that have already achieved things, that know how to win. They know how to find the path to victory. They know how to reach the mountaintop. Guys that aren't going to be overwhelmed by the moment. I didn't like his age. I don't like getting older at positions. But if we got to have him, I like Russell Wilson. And I like him. Why? Because he is in an Arthur Smith system. In an Arthur Smith system, he is going to shine. That is where Russell does really, really well. Why? Because he has a defense to lean on. He's able to hit those splash plays. Arthur Smith is going to focus on ball control and controlling that line of scrimmage. And I think that that is going to spell big, big things for your boy Russell Wilson in 2024. Russ is going to ball out. Isaac, what wide receiver do you think the Steelers should draft if they do draft one? There's so many out there, guys. It just depends on what round you're going in, you know? That's the biggest thing. You're going to have to look at all these guys' draft grades and try to see what round you want to see him in. I would want him to take one of the bigger name guys. Yes, absolutely. But realistically, with the Steelers' needs, you're probably looking at a third round talent. What third round talents do you like, guys? You know, wide receiver wise. That's really the question, because that's probably where you're going to be looking. Third, fourth type round. Just my opinion. Now, I think I could see him taking a wide receiver higher if one of them falls into their lap. But I also like them taking guys that could fall into their lap, like Jackson Powers Johnson, or a Mims, a Latham, a Cooper DeJean, a Zach Frazier. There's so many other guys out there at so many other positions, and wide receiver being so deep, I just don't think that I would reach for it. I'd wait for it to come to you. And that's all going to depend on what round it comes to you. And I think Omar Khan is patient enough to do that. Just watch, he got crapped on his 2 years in Denver. He is dying for redemption. I agree, Farmer. Polo123, who are your top 3 players to come across the Steelers? Who came in through free agency or that are on the Steelers right now? Let me know, Polo. Isaac, what wide receiver do you think the Steelers should draft? We did that. I bet 4,000 plus yards, 30 TDs. That'd be pretty cool. We need that true number 2, though. You got that true number 2 in Fields. I think he'll be all right. I think he'll be good in that role. The excitement, if he'd get to come in during an injury or something, he might roll with that momentum. It might, help him out a little bit. But I think just being around Russell Wilson and learning should help him a great deal. What would you give for Mechie from the Texans? It's a good question, man. What would be, I could say like a 4th maybe. You could probably get away with a 4th, I'd say. That'd be my guess. I would say that would be fair compensation. All right, guys, make sure you're hitting that like button. We only have 15 likes. That's absolutely crazy. Let's get that like button going, man. Fired up. You can back out of the live chat, hit it, or you can just hit the 3 little white dots if you have an Apple phone. I know you can do it there. Hit that like button. Crush it, man. Shoot, we even went down 1. Ain't that crazy? Hit that like button for your boy. Make sure you also join that Mic Drop Mafia, too, for 99 cents a month. It gets you those giveaways, man. You can find 99 cents in your couch cushion and get you in that giveaway, man. We want to build the Mafia. That's why we made it super cheap, because we want it to be super, super cheap, man. That way we get as many people as possible so we can do these cool giveaways to give you guys something cool. Then we need to get him that firepower on the outside. Yes, we do. I think Pickens, and I think Calvin Austin's going to have a big year. I really do. I have a weird feeling about it. Beer Malls. Yeah, I've been hearing this is like the best team fit for Russ. I actually agree with that idea. I think it is. Stan Clare, I think he might get mid 3,000, might be a run first team. I think definitely, Stan, they will be a run-first team. I can honestly say I think that's what they'll be. But I think Russell Wilson is going to have his opportunities. I think he's going to throw the ball between 25 and 30 times a game, depending on the situation. And I think that's exactly where they want him to be. That's where they really shined when they had a prime Ben Roethlisberger, even a guy that could sling it all over the yard. When you have a quarterback that's throwing it around that many times a game, hitting the big plays when he needs to, it's a recipe for success, especially when you have a defense that can come out and maul somebody. It's definitely pretty cool to watch whenever you have that kind of balance. I think that that's really what will work well. What would you give for Minchie? I already talked about that. Let's go, Stan Clare. Go to a bar fight, coming together as a team. If only you could get away with it. Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt, Stan. Tyrone Johnson, Brian Thomas Jr., round 1. Oh, there's a different name Tyrone threw out there for you. Big stretch 357. Russ is going to cook, guys. I think they also will have sets to where both Russ and Justin will be used. I would do that near the red zone. Maybe have Cordell in the backfield. Yeah, you could do some cool shit with that. Yes, you could. And I think Arthur Smith is going to. What's up, Oscar? Beer Miles. I'm excited about Fields also, like we seen last year, especially in the AFC North. You got to have a decent backup quarterback in case of injury. I'm comfortable with Fields getting some snaps. I am too. I think it'll work. I think it'll be okay. I really do. And you're right, Beer Malls. You have to have a backup. And that's why I thought Mason Rudolph was so valuable. And I thought Mason should have been retained. But, hey, he came in handy when they needed him. But they just might not have valued him like we all did. Miss Pittsburgh, yes, I can see a change in Coach Tomlin, but time will tell. Absolutely, time will tell. I definitely think I can see one too, Miss Pittsburgh. Shaq Daddy, Steelers beefing up the trenches. I don't care what anyone says. It's what Weidel does. Maybe one skill position. I think one skill position would be a little bit far fetched. I do believe they're going to beef up the offensive line. I believe they're going to go into the trenches of the defense and get another piece. But I think, are you talking just wide receivers and that kind of stuff? I think you're going to see at least two skill position players. I definitely think you could see a corner. I definitely think you could see defensive tackle and safety position could be something. But I think, offensive line, D front guys, you're going to see a lot of that. But I definitely think you'll definitely get a couple skill position guys. It's just probably how it'll play out. And I still think the Pittsburgh Steelers have a chance to get a late round quarterback. So I think that could definitely happen. Buyer, how important do you think GP over the next few years? I think he's going to be pretty important this year, and I think he's going to prove his value this year. And I think that he's going to show the Pittsburgh Steelers exactly what he is going to do in the future. And I think that's going to be a number one wide receiver in the NFL. I think he has very special talents that a lot of people have seen. When you saw him with true, actual NFL quarterback play, he was able to do really, really special things, and he was virtually unstoppable at times, especially in that Bengals game. They couldn't handle him. He was just tearing them up. Why? Because there was good quarterback play, and he's that special. So that just shows you something. Even when he had shitty quarterback play, he was still able to make plays here and there, even when they were trying to force the ball to him. So, I like it. Miss Pittsburgh, TJ got to stay healthy. Yeah. Good thing, though, last year he played every game except for that playoff game, and that was a fluke thing. So fingers crossed, Miss Pittsburgh, that he stays healthy. Definitely has to be there, man. Definitely. It hurts the defense. But when you had a guy like Patrick Queen, you had some other players throughout the offseason, and hopefully through the draft, I think that you'll be able to withstand a TJ injury a little bit better this season than you did last. All right. Let's keep going. Stan couldn't pass the price. Oh, you're talking about Wilson, no doubt. Beer Malls or Fields. Beer Malls, yeah, some people were saying could they utilize Fields like Slash, Cordell Stewart. I'm not sure about that. I definitely think Fields is athletic enough to run the football. I don't think it's going to be like a Cordell Stewart, guys, but I think it'll definitely be one in which he does see the field at times. And I think there will be some special plays designed for him. I do think there will be some trickery involved in that. And I don't discount anything the Pittsburgh Steelers have the potential for doing because they have the athletes available to them. And we'll see how it goes. You got to utilize all your talent. You don't waste talent. All right, JD. If I win, I want the picture to go to Miss Pittsburgh, just for the record. All right, JD's on record. Miss Pittsburgh, you got 2 entries then. JD's your other. Nice. JD, that's pretty cool, dude. Stephen Carpenter, I agree that Calvin Austin III will have a much better year than last year. Him and Allen Robinson started doing well when Mason took over and got Kitten Mittens up out of the lineup. Absolutely, Stephen. Better quarterback play just shows you what you got. You don't know what you have at wide receiver with a lot of guys until You get somebody in there that's an NFL passer, an NFL guy that can process defense and know exactly where to go with the football and not check it down every damn time. Somebody that can actually anticipate throws and know how to throw people open. Somebody that recognizes NFL defenses and is able to audible and check in and out of plays. Guys that understand the game. And Russell Wilson's been around the block a time or two, and I think he is going to do okay in that department. Gunner Reacts 21. I am excited about Fields because he went to Ohio State, and I'm an Ohio State fan, but he still is going to be a good quarterback. I think he just needs better wide receivers and targets. I think you get all that here in the city of Pittsburgh, Gunner. But what I think Fields needs the absolute most is to get out of a bad situation, which he did, and go to a situation in which he's not going to be required to have the whole weight of the franchise on his shoulders, which he did. And he's got to get a breath of fresh air, and he's got that available to him. He needs a year to be able to just get himself together and then reevaluate and see what you got. When he gets that chance, because you know he's going to get an opportunity to at least show what he can do, he needs to seize that moment without all the weight, without all the pressure, and allow him to play in a free way. That's what we're looking for with Justin Fields, in my eyes. That's just my humble opinion. William Bell. I think the Steelers win 12 games. My prediction's 11. Sean went 12-5. That was his prediction. Oh, you put that in there, Sean. Thank you. Guys, make sure you go over to Sean's channel too. Click on his profile and subscribe to him. We're trying to get him up to 50. I don't know where we're at now, but we forgot to say it last show. So make sure you go over and hit your boy Sean with a subscribe. Who do you want to start at quarterback? Russell Wilson. He's the only choice for me right now because he's the only one that can handle this pressure. And I think Justin Fields, like I just said, just mentioned that he needs that time to develop and the time to relax for a second. Beer Malls, I'm sorry, folks. I love the path of the team. I'm still very weary of Tomlin. That's just my opinion. I think this team we assembled helps him. I just need to see that playoff win. Beer Malls, I cannot discount what you're saying. I can't even knock what you're saying because why? He's proven that he's not had the ability to get the job done right now. No playoff win since 2016 is a monkey he needs to get off his back ASAP. He's got to get that playoff win. And until he gets it, he's going to have some heavy critics, guys. He's definitely got to figure out a way to get a playoff win. And I think you're right. This team is the best possibility that he's had in a while. I think it's going to be the most complete team with the most complete coaching staff I think that he's had in quite some time. We do, Adrian. We do. We won another Super Bowl. Austin, go Pittsburgh. Sean with the emojis. Yes, guys, go get your emojis, your loyalty badges, and become a Mic Drop Mafia member for 99 cents a month. Also, hit that like button for us as we go live every day at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here for Steel City Live. I'm your host, Jason. This is the channel, Mic Drop Sports. Make sure you're subscribing because we're trying to get to that 5,000 mark, and I know you guys can help me get there as we continue to build this channel. Also, guys, we're on TikTok now doing shows. We have the Facebook page. We are on Twitter. Let's go light those pages up too. Let's show the world, man, what Mic Drop Mafia is all about. Let's get it done. JD, it's only right. She gifted the membership. Oh, there you go. No doubt. Sorry, guys. I must be really behind in the chat. Nope, I'm not actually. Okay. Beer Malls, think Trubisky was our vet last year. He hasn't accomplished anything. At least Russ has won big games and knows what it takes. Perfectly said, Beer Malls. Russ knows what it takes to get to the mountaintop, guys. He knows what it takes to win Super Bowls, and he's had the bitter taste in his mouth of losing a Super Bowl. Those are two different ends of the spectrum. But honestly, you need both of those tastes in your mouth. You need to know how good it tastes to win, and you need to know how bad it tastes to lose. You got to have both of those, in my opinion. I mean, I don't want no one to lose a Super Bowl. You want to win them all. That's what you want as a player. But man, just having the perspective of knowing what goes into it, what you're putting into it to have a Super Bowl season. Guys, nobody on that team last year that I really know of knew what it was to get it done, to win a Super Bowl. I don't think they had any Super Bowl winners on that team that played like significant roles, that were leaders in the locker room. You know, it takes a guy knowing how to get there. It really does, man. And I know people might not want to hear that, but it takes a guy, a leader in that building that knows what it takes to put a team together that can get to that mountaintop, man. It definitely does. Spiker925, Fields is the future, Russ is the present. You might be right there, bro. You might be right. Teflon John, Steel City Live. Let's weld, baby. Beer Malls, exactly. Spiker, Gunner Reacts 21. How do you think Russ and Fields are going to perform in their first season in Pittsburgh? I think Fields will not perform crazy because I don't think he's going to have a ton of opportunity. I think Russell Wilson will shine, and I think they are going to have a very hard decision on whether to bring back Russell Wilson in 2025 after he lights shit up for the city of Pittsburgh in 2024. I just really think that the more I'm looking at it, the more I've grown on the idea of having Russell Wilson. I really feel like he can be successful. Armand Perone, starting QBs versus Pittsburgh, tougher than last year. Look at this year's schedule. 10-7 with a better team is pretty good. It is what it is. Yeah, 10-7, winning season, got him in the playoffs, I still don't like just average stuff. I'd like to see him do a little bit better, just a couple more, even 11 wins. 11-6 would seem a little bit better to me. But you're right, there's going to be some tougher quarterback play, but we never know what's going to happen with injuries again. But the Steelers beat Lamar Jackson last year. They took care of business, man. Yeah, they didn't play Burrow. Did they play Watson at all? No, they didn't play Deshaun Watson. Yeah, they did play Deshaun Watson, and they beat him, so I'm not worried about him. It's not as... I wouldn't consider it as rough a gauntlet as some may think. I think Lamar Jackson's only a regular season type quarterback. I just don't think he'll ever get a team to the mountaintop. I think he can be easily defeated, and the Pittsburgh Steelers have a very good record against Lamar Jackson when he's healthy and when he's on the field, and they have a winning record against him. Deshaun Watson, he didn't show me anything that scares me last year. Joe Burrow, he's pretty good. He would scare me. But the Steelers have proven they can beat him. So we'll see. I like the Steelers' chances, man. I like it. Big heavyweight fights. Let's go. JD, sorry, Jason, I'm only on one internet YouTube. That's all right, bro. It's okay. Thank you, though, for even caring enough to tell me. I appreciate it. Pittsburgh Reels, what's up? Roberts, Stephen Carpenter. Roberts won a Super Bowl, I think. He did. Yeah, he did. He did. So maybe he got that in that locker room last year after watching them, fall on hard times. Maybe Roberts, leadership in that way got the team back on track and was able to keep it on, keep it going. And right when you thought they were out of it, they were still able to come back. I thought Mason Rudolph was a big part of that also. But I think Landon Roberts definitely played a big leadership role on that defense. He was a tough, gritty guy that fought every day, played hurt, played however he had to get out there, man. One-armed if he had to. He was going out there, and he was going to give you everything he had every damn day. Big Stretch 357. Speaking of a D-line, I really like Braden Fisk and John Newton. Both are explosive and would be great to have. If we wanted to wait till later, Mason Smith and Christian Boyd would be awesome. Big Stretch, you know my theory on that. I'm down for anybody that has good leverage. That's what I'm down for. Any of those guys. You talk about the explosiveness. I love that. Because why? It leads to the good leverage. You're firing off. You're in good position. You have a good foundation. Anybody that has that good leverage, man, that's what we're looking for. And having that explosive nature while you're doing it wouldn't hurt. And I'm cool with any of those guys you named. Definitely so. Definitely, but we got to watch that tape. You'll see them, man. Look at a guy like a Jadeveon Clowney back in the day. Everybody thought he would be the greatest thing in the world. He would get blown off the football sometimes. Why? Because he had no leverage. He would stand up, he'd get pushed back. He'd stand super tall. And that is a Merrill Hodge thing there. He'll talk about that. He was on the show, and he'll talk about that. Leverage. Let's keep going. Beer malls. You know someone that carries around a entourage and calls it the Russell Wilson experiment is like a Jordan. He's got that confidence and drive to compete to greatness. Absolutely. I like it too, man. Bernard Varner. Justin needs coaching and a good organization, something he didn't get in Chicago. That's why he wanted to play for Pittsburgh. Absolutely. That's what I say too, man. Couldn't agree more. Peter Velez, go Cowboys. There you go. Hey, we'll welcome you. We'll welcome you. Even though we don't. Oh, the Cowgirls. My buddy from McAllen, Texas. My buddy Sebastian Gonzalez. If you're ever out there watching Sebastian, which you better be. I worked with him down in Texas during COVID, and we've seen some hellacious shit together, but he's a diehard Cowboys fan. I always said that I'd go to a Cowboys game with him, so I got to be all right with some Cowboys folks, I guess. Beer Miles, yeah, Bernard, for real, yeah. Pittsburgh Real Steelers might trade for a receiver like Woods or Mechie from Houston. Yeah, we talked about that earlier. Pittsburgh Reals, it's definitely not out of the realm of possibility. I wouldn't give up more than maybe fourth. I don't even know if I'd go that high though. Joe Burrow. Be nervous when he got to go up against the Steelers. I thought the Steelers played him well. Joe's that guy, dude. He's got nerves, but we'll see. But I think the Steelers can handle any quarterback miss Pittsburgh inside that division. I really, really do. I feel confident in it anyway. All right, Gunner reacts. I don't think the Steelers will go into the Super Bowl, but I think they will make it into the playoffs. I think they'll get a playoff win this year. All right, guys, hit that like button for us here on Steel City Live. I'm your host, Jason. Join us every weekday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, except for Wednesdays when Sean and I come on at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to do one this weekend, too. The Clown Boys. Oh, there we go. You're in hostile territory. Beer Malls. I know that's right, Miss P. The Bengals always about their offense and Burrow. When Watt and Queen and Highsmith come running at him, we turn the Bengals into a joke. Guys, this defense has the potential to really, really be good. And I'm going to talk about that here in 1 second. Rod Young, who's going to be our slot corner. I think you're going to probably look at a guy. We'll see. We'll see who we get in the draft, and then we'll talk about who's that going to be. Because I would say maybe you're sliding a guy like Dante Jackson in there. Maybe you're sliding a Corey Trice in there. I don't know yet. We're going to have to see who we draft and who's healthy. That's going to be the telltale sign. Ron, hey, Jason, what's up? Adrian, Pittsburgh Steeler all the way. We're going to be Super Bowl. What are you talking about, man? I don't think Super Bowl, but we'll see. Jackson, Powers, Johnson, or Mims. Absolutely. That's good. Cincy and Cleveland, a joke. I think I always comes down to Pitt and Baltimore. Yeah, it does usually. Cincy, Pitt, Baltimore. Yeah, it is what it is. Those are the squads. The Browns are the Browns, man. People got high hopes for them, but they shit the bed last year. The defensive player of the year, boy, he came through in that playoff game, buddy. Whoo, shit. Man, was he on fire. Yeah, right. He's such a joke. Hot Wheels, you suck. What'd he say? I have to look what Sean said. Steelers kind of suck. Oh, yeah, you suck, Hot Wheels. Wesley Boyd, I would take Mims over JPJ in the first round and then Frazier in the second round. I lean toward what you're saying there, Wesley. I would also. Yeah, Hot Wheels. Just having the name Hot Wheels and stuff. Yeah. You can't say anything crazy. You can't dog nobody. Your name's kind of corny. I'm just messing with you, man. It's all right, Hot Wheels. But anyway, hit that like button for us, guys, as we are cruising through the show here on Steel City Live. I'm your host, Jason, as we do our Thursday show, man. It is big time happenings here, man. What all haven't we talked about? That is the question. We talked about the possible trades. We talked about the new numbers that are coming out, or that the Steelers did hand out to their to their free agency pickups. We talked a little bit about the draft. The NFL and CBS is projecting 6 NFL playoffs teams primed to miss the cut in 2024. And the Steelers are listed as one of those guys. What do you think about that? Let me know what you think about CBS already knocking the Pittsburgh Steelers, saying they are already one of the teams that made the playoffs in 2023 that are going to perhaps miss the playoffs in 2024. What do you guys think about that? I'm just messing with you, Hot Wheels and stuff. Don't get your panties in a bunch. Bernard Varner, that's a fact. Ron Sampson, do you think the Steelers will make another big trade before or during the draft? I think you're going to see something happen. I'm not sure if it'll be before or during. It'll be one or the other. You're going to see something. I think there is one more move up Omar Khan's sleeve. I can definitely say that. Pittsburgh Reels. Steelers will go 11-6. I'm predicting it, or 12-5. Sean picked 12-5. I picked 11-6 in our way too early predictions. Gunner reacts, we need a center in the first round or they won't get their guy in the second round. I wouldn't be so sure of that, guys, Gunner, because honestly, a lot of people even have Jackson Powers Johnson now being projected to fall out of the top 25. Also, then you're looking at a guy like Zach Frazier that I think the Steelers are willing and ready to make a move for and move up and grab in round 2. And you got to look at who's drafting in front of you that's center needy. There are several variables, so I wouldn't say round 2 would be out of the question. I still think they could get Zach Frazier in round 2. CBS just wants to hate on the Steelers. Absolutely, I hate CBS. I hate Fox too. Just let him sit back and learn. Yep, that for Fields. CBS stands for Certified BS. Absolutely. Come to Mike Drop Sports. We'll talk Steelers. We won't give you the national narrative bullshit. Ron, Eagles rule, though. There you go. Eagles fly for the Ron. Wesley Boyd, I love having all the doubters and the media. I love it when everybody picks against the Steelers. I hate it whenever they all pick for the Steelers, though, because I just like the reverse psychology method. It just feels better in my head, man. It feels better. Spiker, I like that. Goes out to CBS. Man, most of those shows always talk bad about us. We just got to show them. Absolutely, Big Stretch. Guys, I don't know why anybody watches the big media bullshit. I really don't. You have so many other guys, not even me. I'm not saying you got to even watch me. I'm just saying there are so many other people out there that know so much more shit about football than these guys on TV that got to talk about every team, every person. They don't get to know any teams intimately, and anything they usually say is kind of bullshit. The only way they have scoops is what? Because they know other people, but that's about it. And usually they're about wrong on everything. Look at Mel Kiper. He freaking sucks. He can't pick shit. Let's keep going. Steelers got Fields for cheap. Yeah, they got him for a handful of dirty pocket lint, man. No doubt. JD, did you hear about the NFL wanting to have a minor league and use D1 colleges, which would mean no more college football? I didn't hear that. I thought they were trying to yeah. No, I didn't hear that though. I thought they were trying to make that UFL thing maybe like more like the minor leagues. But honestly, I got to say this, JD. I don't think a minor leagues would hurt. I really don't. A place to where you can send guys down, to get better, to practice, to, hone their skills a little bit, bring them back up when they're ready. There's just so much investment in these guys, and you're turning them over so quickly without giving them maybe even another chance. And sometimes I think we miss on people. I'm not saying all the time, but I just think it would be a really good thing to have a minor leagues. I could really get on board with that. G Stacks, if the Steelers have a top 15 offense, this team will win a playoff game. Yeah, I could see that happening for sure. All they need to do, guys, is average 24 points a game, I would say. And I feel like they will be in a business. Pittsburgh Real same. I like when the Steelers are the underdog. Me too, man. Gunner reacts 21. Do you think the Steelers will need to trade for a wide receiver? I don't think they need to do anything. And the reason I say this, Gunner, and the reason I say I don't think they need to do anything is because Omar Khan has allowed this team what? Options. And I've been saying that and preaching it all off season, and I'll continue to stand on that hill. Omar Khan has done an excellent job at giving this team options. Options throughout the whole roster. Options in the coaching department. He has given this team a litany of options, and you can't ask for anything more from a general manager than that, which makes what? They don't have to do anything. They don't have to reach for players. They don't have to go out there and make stupid trades to fill needs. They can just continue to ride it out, allow things to fall to them, and make shit happen in their own way and not follow paths that somebody else is kind of leading you down. Let's see. They make a Super Bowl league. They want to make a super league. What do you like a worldwide league, Robert? Any advice for a 23-year-old? Yeah, I got lots of advice for a 23-year-old. Don't do stupid shit. If you think it's bad, it's bad. Don't make mistakes. Try to watch what you're doing. Save your money now. Don't blow it. Don't go party. Keep yourself, smooth, man. You'll thank yourself later. JD, Black and White Sports. We're talking about it. Check it out later. Shocking. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Thanks, JD. I don't know really too much. I didn't hear too much about it. Ron, did you hear Russ went to San Diego to train with Muth? Yeah, we talked about that earlier, Ron. That's pretty cool. Russell Wilson going out there, getting the men rallied up and getting that timing down, getting that chemistry put together. It's pretty big, man. I like that. Tomlin not going to rush Justin. No, he's not, Bernard, and I don't think it would be wise to do so unless you absolutely had to out of necessity due to an injury to Russell Wilson. But I think it's who of Mike Tomlin and Omar Khan and the rest of this coaching staff and front office to allow Justin Fields to catch his breath and learn from a quality veteran in Russell Wilson, a guy that knows how to win football games, and I think that's exactly what they need to do. At Ben, stay 23. Amen, JD. What's up, Abe? Abe Anderson in house. Steelers to the moon. You've made me a Steelers fan, bro. Thanks, Abe. Glad to see you, buddy. Gunner Reacts 21. What do you think about the Deontay Johnson? I'm cool with it, man. You want out? Go. I'm definitely on board with Mike Tomlin when he says he don't want hostages. I don't want people here bringing the shit down. I want upbeat people. I want people that are ready and fired up and ready to go, man. That's what I'm looking for. Ron Sampson, in the beginning, what did you think about Omar Khan? I thought he was going to do really well. I really did. I always thought that. I definitely have not jumped ship about that at all. Wesley Boyd. Wesley got those emojis. Hell yeah, he's a mafia member. Beer Malls. Ben... resist vices and addictions, gambling. Oh, yes. Listen to Beer Malls. That's a good-ass comment he made. Sean's too. Stay away from the bar scene. Yep. Gunner Reacts 21. What do you think about the Dante? I already told you about that. Beer Malls, for real, son. No girlfriends you can score. Good ones. Listen to these guys, man. The Mafia takes care of each other. Let's go, Steeler Nation. Absolutely, Miss Pittsburgh. Guys, the Mafia, I got to say, man, when you're a member of the Mic Drop Mafia, they all take care of each other, and that's pretty cool. Sean pointed that out the other day, and I like that. All right, guys, we'll go for a little bit longer. We'll see anything else that you guys would like to talk about. But that kind of ticked me off when I saw the Pittsburgh Steelers being already projected to be out of the playoff hunt before it ever starts, so... kind of cool, though, in my eyes, because I'm down for it, because I like to be the underdog. I like when the Steelers are coming back as the underdog. You feel like I'm your uncle? I'm just your daddy, Abe. All right, guys, hit that like button for us, and make sure you subscribe to us here at Mike Drop Sports. This is the show, Steel City Live. I'm Jason. On Wednesdays, I'm joined by my boy Sean, and we do this every single day, man. Go live and talk Pittsburgh Steelers sports. We're also going to do some Pirates stuff. The Pirates, Sean has got me back into the Pirates stuff a little bit, man. He's started to watch it. Started talking about it to me, and he's got me interested again. So we're going to add that to the channel and some other shows. We won't mix it with the Steelers content as much. So Steelers on top. Here we go. Absolutely. That's what we need. We need a little theme music sometimes. The here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, guys, don't forget the giveaway. You get a piece of memorabilia. Steelers history coming up on April 12th. But that only is given out to people that are Mic Drop Mafia members for 99 cents a month. Make sure you do that. Also, like and subscribe, guys, for sure. We're going to be wrapping it up. So anything else? They picked us last in the North, but we did sneak into the playoffs with depleted D. Absolutely. Guys, the Steelers were beat, battered, and bruised, but yet found a way. And they found a way due to some good quarterback play from Mason Rudolph. They found a way by a defense that never quit no matter who was out there. And the Pittsburgh Steelers, again, found a way. What does Merrill Hodge say? Find a way. That's his slogan. And the Pittsburgh Steelers, what did they do? They found a way, man. And you got to applaud them for that. That shows some tough and grittiness, man. And I like that about a football team. Russ, the new GOAT. I wouldn't call him the GOAT, but I think he can get the job done. What's up, George? Yeah, I met my ex in a bar when I was 23. Stay out of the bars. Yep, that's why they become exes. All right, see you, Pittsburgh Reels. Have a good one, bro. This picture is going to look good in my Steelers, man. In my Steelers cave. Hell yeah, it might, Wesley. Beer Mall's life is so simple. It's just so easy to be tempted by other. Yes, it is, dude. Stay home, save money, don't burn bridges, always keep in touch with family. Dude, that is a good comment, Beer Malls. Good comment, Beer Malls. All right, guys, I got to wrap it up. My throat hurts. We do this so many times. I just look, guys, literally. I think I've been on you, well, yeah, this is like a year, over a year. I think we have like 20,000 watch hours now, which is real crazy. But I'm trying to figure out how many hours I've actually sat here and talked. It's kind of weird. It's kind of crazy to think about that. But man, I wonder why sometimes my voice hurts. I'm like, shit, you're talking every day for 2 hours. Just Steelers. Hey, you're welcome, son. You're welcome, Abe. I think George Pickens will get more targets this year since Deontay. Absolutely, he will. No doubt. All right, guys, I got to roll. But until next time, this is Steel City Live. I'm Jason. This is only on Mic Drop Sports, your only channel for Pittsburgh Steelers news, updates, and analysis. So make sure you hit the subscribe button. Until tomorrow, peace.